Welcome to our EDY 3310 Introduction to Educational Psychology about PACE YouTube video presentation on topic Authoritarian Parenting Style. Before we proceed on with our presentation, here is the outline of our presentation. I, myself, Wilson Andrew, will be elaborating on the following points: introduction of Authoritarian Parenting Style. What is the concept of authoritarian parenting style? How does it affect teaching and learning? My friend Peter Kepler will be emphasizing the following points. How does it affect students, me and my colleagues? How does it affect student growth and development? What are the benefits and the challenges of authoritarian parenting style? And he will also conclude and make recommendations for our presentation. Without further delay, I am going straight into my point of presentation. Authoritarian parenting style simply means the way that parents raise and guide their children. As further elaborated by Amendment 2022, parents who use this style expecting children to follow rules without question. Parents often believe that discipline and obedience are very important to the well-being of children who are raised under this parenting style. Number one, the concept or principles of authoritarian parenting style. Authoritarian parenting is simply described the way of raising children where parents set strict rules to their children. This simple reason is parents expect their children to follow their rules without any arguments. These parents often use punishment to discipline their children. They do not usually explain why rules are important, but restricting their children comply under their decision and instruction. However, according to Charter 2022, the main idea is that children should obey their parents all the time. This style is based on the beliefs that discipline helps children become good and responsible citizens in the society. Here are core principles or concepts of authoritarian parenting. Includes use of corrective discipline, meaning that support, punishment, and correction are common strategies to manage behavior. Limited democratic communication, meaning that parents-driven decision-making limits child input. Explanation for rules may be belief. Number 2 point, the effect of authoritarian parenting style on teaching and learning. In school, authoritarian parenting can influence how teachers teach and how students learn. According to Amendment 2022, students who have authoritarian parenting may find it hard to think independently or ask questions. They might be afraid of making mistakes, which can affect their confidence. Teachers may find that these students follow instruction well but are less creative or willing to participate in class discussion. Overall, this parenting style can make learning more about confidence than understanding in all circumstances of different situations. Alright, here are two specific effects of authoritarian parenting style on teaching and learning: classroom behavior and confidence. Students from authoritarian homes may display high compliance with teachers' directive, respect for rules, and prefer for structured activity. This can simplify classrooms management when rules are clear. Reduce classroom participation and critical thinking. This These students may be less likely to ask questions, challenge this idea, or express opinion because they have learned to defer to authority and avoid questioning skills. Teachers must therefore to be sensitive to the way authoritarian upbringing shapes students' learning behavior, offering support that encourages independence, reinforce basic motivation, and create psychological safety for participation. Number 3, how does it affect students, me, and my colleagues? According to Jessica 2024, authoritarian parenting can lead to obedience children who get good grades but lack self-esteem or independence. They might fear their teachers or worried about punishment.
All right, moving on to the fourth point, the impact of authoritarian parenting styles on student growth. According to Stephen 2021, children raised with authoritarian parenting might become obedient but may struggle with decision making and problem solving. They might have trouble trusting their own judgment. On the other hand, they may also develop good discipline and listen well. However, they might lack creativity and social skills because they haven't been encouraged to express themselves freely. All right, here are possible impacts of authoritarian parenting styles on student growth and development. The first bullet point here, thinking development, which means the structure and expectations of authoritarian home can foster discipline and persistence in tasks supporting academic resilience. However, it may suppress exploratory behavior and reduce opportunities for autonomous problem solving, potentially limiting creativity and higher order thinking skills. Our second bullet point, emotional development. When low, which means when low parental it is associated with increased anxiety, depressive symptoms, and low self-esteem is in some children. Emotional expressiveness and regulation may be undeveloped if children are discouraged from discussing feelings. All right, moving on to our fifth point, some of the benefits and challenges of authoritarian parenting styles. The benefits of authoritarian parenting styles parenting includes discipline and order. Students often follow rules well and respect authority. However, according to Jadon 2022, the challenges are that children may feel unhappy or anxious. They might not develop independent thinking or leadership skills. For teachers, for example, for teachers and students, this style can create a classroom atmosphere of fear rather than curiosity and excitement about learning. Benefits and challenges for teachers and students. All right, here is a benefit of authoritarian parenting style. All right, one specific benefit of authoritarian parenting style is predictable behavior and compliance, which means for teachers, especially in large or challenging classrooms, that structured behavior of authoritarian read students can reduce deceptive incidents and facilitate lesson flow. Right, moving on here are a few challenges of authoritarian parenting styles. First bullet point is limited engagement and critical thought, which means teachers aiming to use inquiry-based discussion-rich methods may find students reluctant to participate or critique concepts, shifting deeper learning. Right. Second bullet point is emotional needs and classroom climate, which means that students with authoritarian background may require additional emotional support to feel safe in expressing ideas, requiring teachers' time and skills in building trust. To summarize our presentation, authoritarian parenting is a strict style that focuses on obedience and discipline for the well-being of children under the care of their parents. While it can help children follow rules, it also has many disadvantages, such as reducing creativity and independence. Teachers and students may find it difficult to develop a positive and open learning environment. It is important for parents and teachers to find a balance between discipline and encouragement. To recommend, there should be a balanced treatment that parents has to have on their children. The only fair or balanced treatment is parents should try to explain rules and listen to their children as well. And they should avoid being so strict all the time to create freedom for their daily living. They should listen to their children, explain reason for rules, and show love and care. And furthermore, teaching children to make their own choices along with setting clear boundaries can help them develop better social skills and confidence. Having said that, using a balanced style of parenting can lead to healthier growth for children. Teachers can promote independence by encouraging questions and creative thinking. Most importantly, school and home should also collaboratively work together to support children's emotion and social growth in order to help children become responsible, confident, and healthy individuals. With that, this brings us to the end of our presentation on authoritarian parenting styles. Thank you very much for watching.